is going on, guys? So as you can tell by the beginning of this video, I did travel this week. Hopefully it will be the last bit of travel for the year. I went on an extended weekend to Brooklyn, New York. Kelly and I stayed in Williamsburg, which is kind of an up-and-coming hipster area, if you will, and it was a lot of fun, and I'll show you guys that footage in just a minute. But first things first, the weigh-in. So last week I weighed in at 219.7 pounds, and I have to say I was a little disappointed in myself. This morning I woke up, mind you, I've been home for a couple of days from New York. This morning I woke up and weighed in at 218.7 pounds, which is a 1 pound loss from last week. I have to say I'm very excited. I'm very happy with that. You know, one step closer to Wonderland, one step closer to my goals. So could not be more excited about that. So we stayed in Brooklyn, had a great time. I've never stayed in Williamsburg before, so it was a great experience. I will say that it was rainy and cold the entire time, so I didn't get a whole lot of footage, but hopefully you guys will enjoy what I did get. Alright guys, so I wanted to do a bit of a disclaimer before you go on to the next clip, simply because this clip in the very beginning of this video was filmed a couple of days after I've already been home from New York, and the clip that you're about to watch was filmed the day after I got back. So all the thoughts and opinions of this clip still stand, and that's why I want to keep it in, but I had no idea that I would actually lose a whole pound in the week. So I just want to kind of give it a little bit of disclaimer, because it's really, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit of irony that I filmed that clip and then a couple of days later when I finally got on the scale, it was a little bit different than what I expected. So on to the clip. So obviously we are back home and it is the next day. We got in late last night, so I decided to finish off this video today instead of last night. I know this week was not focused on working out or food or any of that, but I wanted to kind of talk about the mental aspect of weight loss, because that is something that I really focused on this week. And you know, Kelly and I sat down and had a conversation about why have I been at 220 for a couple of months? You know, where do I want to go? Like, how do I want my body to look? What are the goals that I want? And I really had to sit and think about, like, what is it that is keeping me from losing weight? What is it that is, you know, kind of blocking me? And I will say, like, I have noticed a difference in my body. I know that my body has changed, and that has to do with lifting weights and things like that. But I do feel like there has been something that has kind of kept me from progressing even further. And I think what it is complacency. I have not been 220 pounds in my adult life. I have not been a size 16 in my adult life. I'm gonna be honest and say it may have been middle school that I was a size 16, or, you know, the beginning of high school that I was 220 pounds. I really don't remember. So I think what happened is, you know, I got to the certain weight. I was able to wear certain clothes, and I just kind of got complacent, and I forgot what I was doing all of this for, and forgot the goals that I wanted to obtain and things like that. So that's kind of what I focused on this week, is just really thinking about my goals and where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? And I feel like, yeah, I've been going to the gym, you know, 3 to 5 to 6 times a week, but I don't feel like I've been, like, looking back, I don't know if I've been giving it 110%. Maybe I've been giving it 98% or 99%, but I don't know if I've necessarily gone full throttle. So for this week, that is what I'm going to do. I plan on intensifying my cardio because that is what I feel is going to help me in losing weight, doing my reps, maybe more reps, lower weight, maybe doing my sets faster so that way it incorporates a little bit more cardio into it, stuff like that. So I think that is what I'm going to start doing, and really focusing on getting this weight off. I do feel too that my relationship with food has slipped a little bit, so that's something that I'm going to really focus on and really think about and see, what are my whys? Like, why do I want to do this? And honestly, like, for me, I want to look like I lift, I want to have definition in my muscles, and I want to get the rest of the fat off that I need to get off, and I want to make it to ONEderland. I desperately do. So all of that being said, I know it's a lot of feels. That is what I've been focusing on this week. That's what I've been working on this week. I feel like focusing on your mental health is just as important as focusing on your physical health. I feel like if you neglect your mental health, by the time you reach your goals physically, then you're gonna have a lot of catching up to do. So, reflect on where you came from, really focus on your goals, set your bar high for yourself. There's nobody says that you cannot have high standards for yourself. So that is what this week has been about for me. So thank you guys again for watching. I appreciate it. Next week we're going back to our regularly scheduled programming because I do not have any travel for the rest of the year. Thank goodness. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next week.